What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be continuing talking about The Lost Boys. Now, again, I was very excited when the second one came out. I'm going to go ahead and say this now. When the second one came out, I had my doubts about this film. I really do. And it's got mixed reviews. It really does. I think when it originally came out, it was hard. I mean, and when I say this, I really do mean that. It was hard because it had two different endings with this film. And if you guys are unaware, then definitely watch the movie, come back, and let me know what you guys think about this. Now, again, this takes place, the movie came out in 2008, and it has to deal with, again, if you've seen the first one, you know what I'm talking about. It has to deal with Michael and Star's children, Chris and Nicole. Now, they go to California to go with their aunt. Now, again, or supposable aunt, really don't know who this is for their family, because it does not state who it is. There's no, like, oh, this is who they're related to. Nothing whatsoever. And what happens is the same deal that they come across this group of people that's led by a character by the name of Shane, who is actually played by Angus Sutherland, Kiefer Sutherland's brother. He takes the new throne for this film, so to say. He takes the new throne for this movie because he is now the leader of vampires that's in Santa Carla as well. Now, you see where Nicole actually finds out about Shane, and they kind of have romance going, and they all tried to not only conduct her but also Chris into the fold as well. And it's kind of the same deal with this film. And then they get help from Edgar as well from this film. So we do have Corey Feldman that does return, and he kind of helps them out through the entirety of the movie. So Chris goes to him for help, so that way he can see about a way to save his sister from becoming one of the undead. And it has almost everything you want in this film. It has the comedy, it has the action, adventure, drama, great soundtrack. Everything about the first one you may like about this one. It really does go into full, how do I say it? It really does show the progression of what vampires could do. Again, it really does show everything like it did from the first film. You know, sunlight can hurt them. Garlic can help you out a little bit. Cross, stick through the heart, beheading, things of that nature. You know, same thing we had in the first film. This pretty much upped the ante a little bit. It really did. I think this movie was a lot for one of those that wanted to enjoy the first film, that wanted to continue with the second film. But there was issues. The issues was, unfortunately, we did have two endings, both with Corey Haim. This is before he passed away. Not long after, before he passed away, he came back as Sam, and both endings is where one, he comes back after Edgar helps them clear out the new nest of vampires, and him and Sam, for some reason, just, you know, they stopped talking. We don't know the actual reason why they stopped talking. Again, I know Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, they had their own deals in real life, but again, this is, you know, the movie. We had no idea what was going on between these two characters. And at the end of this, you see where Corey Haim's character, Sam, shows Edgar, I got bit at a party. You know, yeah, I know I'm stupid. He says, I got about, 3-4 days left? He says, maybe. And he says, what do you need? He says, I need you to hook me up with all this. And then finally he warns him that, Alan got somehow bit as well. And we don't know exactly how. And then he just shows him in a car going to California. So that's pretty much how it ends. And then there's another where he goes to him, and then you see where somehow or other Sam became a vampire. And then him and Edgar duke it out, and that's just how it ends. And that was hard, man. It was really hard because, again, it was really sad to see the character Sam die off so quick because, unfortunately, you know, Corey Haim passed away, and they didn't really touch up on that. They do in the third film to a certain degree, and they kind of carry, I guess, how the third film begins, and I'm going to get into that in another video. But I really wish they would have had, kind of gone up and said, like, hey, this is what happened, and this is how we're going to continue it. And again, it was a lot of back and forth of what they were going to do. They really had no right way of doing it. And when I say that, they had no right way of the way that they were going to handle this film. They really had the film, I feel like, go in two different directions, and I think that extremely hurt the movie. And I think that also kind of killed some of the characters, because again, we wanted to see, we wanted to see Star, we wanted to see Michael, we wanted to see Sam, we wanted to see everybody. But unfortunately, we got to see, Edgar, we got to see Sam to a certain degree, we got to see, Chris and Nicole, but unfortunately we did not get to see who we wanted to see in this film. So overall, I think a decent film, a good film in my opinion, but at the same time did have issues. So if you guys still are fans of the Lost Boys, if you guys never seen Lost Boys, The Tribe, definitely check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, also subscribe, leave a like on the video, helps me out, helps the channel out, gets this video out there. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.